Friends, stay with us through this video, it will truly touch your heart and leave a lasting impression. You're going to love it. In the vast Wang Reserve, a mother lion leads her young cub to practice hunting. The morning sunlight filters through the golden grass. The mother and cub walk in the middle of the deserted wilderness. The cub is covered in dust, closely following the mother's majestic footsteps. They stop by a shallow puddle in the middle of the field, bowing their heads to drink water after a long journey. No one notices that from behind, a herd of thirsty buffalo is getting closer and closer. The mother lion turns her head, her eyes warily watching the large buffaloes walking quickly. The lion cub still bows its head to drink water, not realizing the impending danger. A leader buffalo approaches, tossing its head in threat, causing the mother lion to roar softly in response. However, the buffalo herd seems to be so thirsty, they are not afraid of the roar of the predator. Suddenly, a buffalo charges at the mother lion, throwing her into the air. The huge body fell to the hard ground, creating a heavy thud. The lion cub panicked and ran to its mother, screaming in despair. The mother lion lay motionless, her eyes closed without reacting. The buffalo herd won the water, continued to drink as if nothing had happened. The lion cub trembled, bowed its head beside its mother's body, its eyes empty in the silent grassland. When the afternoon shadow fell, the lion cub staggered away from where its mother lay, tears drying up. It tried to find its way back to the herd, but all traces were lost in the sun and wind. Each weary step seemed to drag along its heart filled with emptiness and unnamed pain. After many hours of wandering, the lion cub gradually moved towards the edge of the forest near the town of Deet. Small houses appeared among the yellow grass and red soil of the suburbs. The smell of people, the smell of smoke, the smell of garbage, everything made it both curious and afraid. It crept through the fences, panting for shelter. A large trash can on the side of the road gave off an irresistible smell. The cub tiptoed through the mess, trying to find something edible. But all it found were packaging, empty boxes, and aluminum cans stained with the blood of the past. Suddenly, a scream rang out from the end of the dusty street. 5 local children ran screaming, carrying sticks and a cardboard box. They chased the cub, treating it as a new game in the boring afternoon. The cub ran away in fear, its legs shaking, but it had no strength to go far. Finally, the children stopped, laughing, and left, leaving it panting in the dust. The sun had set behind the mountains, and the night wind had begun to blow through the old roofs. The cub found a quiet corner of the street, lying down on the ground. It breathed heavily, its body gradually cooling as the darkness spread. In its sleep, gradually fading from hunger and fatigue, it still dreamed of the familiar roar. But the next morning, the town woke up to an unexpected visitor lying in the middle of the road. The people going to work early stopped, staring at the small creature lying motionless on the ground. A man approached, tapping the lion cub's leg with a stick. It woke up with a start, blinking and looking around with a lost look. No one seemed frightened, but everyone kept a cautious distance. A child whispered, "This lion must have strayed from the nearby forest." The adults agreed, thinking that it was probably young and not dangerous. An old woman thought it was dying from hunger and exhaustion. The villagers discussed, then a young man quickly called the nearest reserve. They described the location and condition of the lion in detail for assistance. While waiting, they placed a cloth nearby, slightly shading it from the sun. The lion cub was unresponsive, its eyes closed and its breathing weak. A girl brought a bottle of water and placed it near the edge of the animal's mouth. More and more people gathered, their eyes filled with curiosity and sympathy. Deet Town had never seen such a scene before. Everyone was waiting for the arrival of the rescue team from Wang. After only 30 minutes, a pickup truck from the Wang Reserve stopped in front of the crowd. A young girl got out, wearing a dark blue animal rescue uniform. Her name was Sophia Nyasha. She quickly approached the lion cub, her eyes filled with worry. She sat down next to it, gently checking each wound and its weak breathing. A slight bruise on the leg, a few scratches from being thrown, but no broken bones. Sophia breathed a sigh of relief, her eyes shining with faith and determination. "She's just exhausted, she's fine," she reassured the crowd. Some breathed a sigh of relief, some smiled and nodded in agreement. Sophia placed a small four on the cub's neck, giving it a gentle injection. She wrapped it in a towel, then cradled it gently in her arms. "We'll take her to the medical station at the sanctuary for care," she said clearly. The crowd applauded lightly, a few children ran a few steps after the car. The car drove away, leaving a trail of red dust in the twilight. Sophia held the sleeping cub in her arms, her heart heavy with loss. This wasn't just a rescue, it was the start of a new life. At the Wang Rescue Center, veterinarians were ready to receive the cub. They took it into the clinic, measured its heart rate and checked its neurological responses. A syringe containing multivitamins was inserted into the lion cub's body. After a few hours of rest and care, the lion cub began to wake up. It yawned slightly, its eyes opening to look around strangely. A bottle of milk was brought to it, and it leaned forward to drink sip by sip as if it had never eaten before. Its body was weak, but it was starting to show signs of gradual recovery. Sophia stayed by its side throughout the process, never taking her eyes off the little animal. She wrote a report, updating its medical records. The center staff temporarily named it Hope, meaning hope. Hope was placed in a warm cage, with a monitoring system throughout the night. The veterinarian confirmed that it would take several weeks for it to fully recover. Many staff visited and patted Hope's head as if welcoming the new member. The atmosphere at the center that day was unusually warm. Hope had survived and was loved. The next day, rangers found the body of a lioness lying under a tree near a watering hole. By the fur and body size, they identified it as Hope's mother. The news left Sophia speechless, and she clasped her hands to her chest. Hope was now officially an orphan, but she was no longer alone. The sanctuary's management decided to keep Hope until she was strong enough to return to the wild. A large enclosure was built for her to learn to hunt when she was older. Hope gradually got used to life at the rescue center, and grew every day. The people of Deet still visited occasionally, bringing fruit, watching from afar. Sophia was always the first person to come to Hope's enclosure every morning. From painful memories, Hope is now a symbol of life and humanity. Dear friends, thank you for watching the entire video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, it really helps support us. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next episode.